When it comes to air pollution, Paris isn't much different than any European city. It has its good days and its bad days. But unlike elsewhere, you don't need to be a scientist to tell them apart. All you have to do is look up for what has to be the largest air pollution indicator anywhere, the Air de Paris. Not some new cologne, but a huge helium-filled balloon which displays exactly what condition the air is in. It was originally designed as a tourist attraction and does indeed attract plenty of them for a ride 500 feet over Paris. But 2 years ago, its operators had the idea to display with banners, flags, and LCD screens during the day, and internal lighting during the night, the green to yellow to orange to red color codes that summarize the city's air quality. It was a perfect fit. Long before there was pollution in Paris, there were balloons. In fact, the first human flight took place in this city more than 200 years ago. It took off from the park right over there. And of course, a balloon is the ideal platform from which to keep tabs on the pollution levels in the city. In fact, one of its owners says it symbolizes eco-friendliness.
The balloon itself is a sign of respect for the air, respect of nature. The balloon is very friendly. There is no noise, there is no acceleration, there is no motor, we don't burn any fuel, we just fly naturally.
Although the balloon itself is occasionally used for air quality measurements, to check on differences of pollution at various altitudes, for example, most of the hard data on the state of Paris air is gathered by dozens of sensors located within 60 miles of the city center. Some are so well camouflaged you could walk right past them on the street and probably never know it. The sensors continuously record levels of particles in the air as well as its chemical mix. The information goes to the city's air pollution agency, where it's passed on to a European-wide air quality network. But more importantly, it's used to determine pollution alert levels, which, if serious enough, can lead to restrictions on driving and warnings for those with breathing problems.
Every big cities in Europe are facing the big challenge to meet the European regulation. For instance, in Paris, along the traffic, we reach levels that are twice higher than the regulation, and that's really a big challenge.
At City Hall, the mayor's specialist on air quality says that the polluted air in Paris potentially shortens the lives of the millions of city residents by 9 months on average when compared to people who live in the countryside.
All the scientists say that there is almost 2,000 or 3,000 people who died every year inside of Paris and its suburbs because of air pollution.
And so the city has gone to some lengths to improve the air, including constructing more public transportation like tramways, backing a bicycle lending scheme, and discouraging automobile traffic, something that has reduced the number of cars coming into the city each day by a quarter. Okay, let's go. Raised and lowered by a small electric winch, the Air de Paris is probably one of the city's least polluting transportation systems. But its operators say its real value is raising public consciousness about pollution.
Every morning we have 3 classrooms coming from the School of Paris, and they come in the balloon, have a fun flight, and also they learn about air quality.
It's estimated that at any given moment, 400,000 people are within eyesight of the pollution indicators on the Air de Paris, a balloon that has given new meaning to the word airship. Jim Bitterman, CNN, Paris.